Hello and welcome to our new grammar lesson, Adverbs. The school's vision is learn today, teach tomorrow, and the school's mission is creating well-prepared individuals cognitively and behaviorally while focusing on developing psychomotor skills. The adverbs. These are the objectives. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify adverbs in sentences and form comparative and superlative adverbs. So let's look at the adverb, what it is and what does it modify. An adverb tells how, when, or where something happens. So, how, when, and where. We can identify some adverbs of where, like outside, inside, up, down, above, and nearby, somewhere, anywhere. Or we can also identify easy, very well known adverbs of when that tell the time, like now, then, finally, first, yesterday, and tomorrow, and now. These adverbs of how that usually end with ly, like slowly and quickly and gracefully and beautifully. An adverb may appear before or after the verb. Why? Because it modifies the verb. So the adverb can appear in the sentence after or before the verb it modifies, or between the parts of a verb phrase. So if I have a verb phrase like will go, for example, or are doing, so I have two verbs in the verb phrase, a helping verb and a main verb. Sometimes the adverb appears in the middle or between the two parts. So these are some adverbs, like adverbs of where, there, here, inside, back, far, nearby. Adverbs of how, fast, slowly, and easily, and weakly, badly. Of when, today, soon, later, now, tonight. How often and how much we're not going to focus on them, but they are also somehow considered, like for example, always usually is considered with when, daily and often are the same. We have here fairly is considered for how. We have also these adverbs, we're going to look at them like very in a special way. So what are some examples? He sleepily watched the stars. Sleepily ends with in ly, and it tells how did he watch the stars. How, so it's an adverb of how. She will soon go on a journey. Soon here is the adverb, and here it's in the middle of the two verbs. Here a verb, helping verb and a main verb, and the adverb is in between them, and it's an adverb of when, tells the time. When will she go on a journey? So, the luggage was piled everywhere. Everywhere is the adverb, and it tells where, and this is so obvious. So adverbs such as to, very, quiet, quite, really, so, nearly, and almost can modify adjectives and other adverbs. So these adverbs not only modify, they don't also they are special adverbs. They modify adjectives and other adverbs. I was too early. Yeah, so early here is an adjective. Why? Because we have here a linking verb. So this is an adjective for sorry, it's an adjective for the subject. Okay, so uh, this verb to modifies an adjective. Sorry, this adverb to modifies an adjective. We left very quickly. Here, quickly is obviously an adverb, and very modifies the adverb. Very well. Okay. So underline the adverb or adverbs in each sentence. The first one, the canopy of stars twinkled very brightly in the sky. So I have two adverbs here. The first one is very, and the other one is brightly. The students stepped outside and discussed Socrates. So here the adverb is outside. We must make plans now. So which is the adverb here? The adverb is now. It's an adverb of when. And number 4, the marketplace is almost empty. So we have here empty is an adjective, and we have almost to describe the to modify the adjective. Ishak missed his home badly. So it's obvious that badly is an adverb of how. So we have also comparative adverbs. Comparative adverbs compare two actions. Of course, we said that the adverb modifies the verb, so it modifies an action. So comparative adverbs compare two actions. So if we are comparing two actions, what do we add? We add er to many adverbs to make them comparative. We add er if I'm comparing two, and if I'm comparing three, so I have superlative adverbs, compare three or more actions, add est to many adverbs to make them superlative. So for example, I have loud, louder, loudest, or soon, sooner, soonest, or early, earlier, earliest. If an adverb ends in y, like beautifully, carefully, carelessly, slowly, quickly, use more or most instead of er or est. So I'm going to use more or most, and I will not use er or est. Like for example, carefully, more carefully, or most carefully. Some adverbs do not follow the rules for comparative and superlative forms. Like what? Irregular adverbs like well, badly, and much. Well, better, best. Badly, worse, worst. And much more, most. If we can remember there in last week's lesson in the adjectives, we had some adjectives like this, but good, better, best, bad, worse, worst, and much more, most. So underline the adverb or adverbs in each sentence. We can eat first and study later. When can we eat? First. So first is an adverb. And when can we study? Later. So later is another adverb of when. Eventually, the new library will be built here. Oh, so we have eventually, which is an adverb of time, of when, and here, which is an adverb of place or where. Number 8, he walked slowly down the street. So how did he walk slowly? Where did he walk down? So we have two adverbs. Thank you so much, and see you in the virtual classes.